Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm reviewing an item from Lochby for daily use. This is the Field Journal. This is basically, in effect, a notebook cover. It comes with a Tomahawk River notebook, side-stitched soft cover notebook, and it retails for about $39 American. Now that isn't cheap, but what you are getting is a pretty high quality item. So for those who aren't familiar, Lochby was an offshoot of Bond Travel Gear, and they made a whole lot of items, and I reviewed a couple on this channel and now reviewing this. So you can read there a little bit of what the tag says. Now what I have here is the original Bond Travel Gear Field Journal. This came with a hardcover Tomahawk River notebook. These come with something similar to this, you know, sort of a simple side-stitched card cover notebook with 72 pages. I'll get onto these in a second. So here are the two in comparison, and what you can firstly see is that the new version is slightly larger. It's more rigid. This is quite soft. It's got a zip around the edge. It's got the same handle on the side like the original. And the inside layout is kind of, bump the camera, sorry about that, kind of the same. So you've got a big pocket on the side, a smaller pocket, and then a range of sort of side pockets there. Now if I open this one up, what we'll see is that you've got the side pockets, the pocket there, you've got the large pocket on the side there, but then you've also got these elastics, which I'll just quickly take this notebook off there. So like a traveler's notebook or any elastic sort of bound notebook system, you have that in this new version, which I think is a really great addition. So this is, I think Bond Travel Gear is actually being phased out, and Lochby is the new way forward for this company. So let's talk a little bit about this then, shall we? As I said, it retails for about $39. It's made of a really lovely tough waxed canvas material on the inside, and then a nylon material on the inside. It's beautifully stitched, double stitched there around the edge. This is an aircraft grade aluminium clip, and it's got nice sort of straps and a pocket on the back there. It's got a pen loop with a sturdy elastic and the handle on the side. So when we open it up, as you've seen already, it's got the pocket on the side here, and then a range of pockets down the side, including one with a little Velcro patch there. It's got a nice sort of honeycomb texture to the material built in, which is nice with the Lochby theme, and seeing as though their sort of logo is this bee, I think that's quite nice. A pocket on the back there, I'll just put some guide sheets and things in there, and then as I said, 4 elastics, and I put 4 notebooks in here, but with these 2 big pockets you could put 6, and it can hold up to 6, which is pretty cool. Okay, so what I said, it comes with a notebook, and I've got one in here. Standard sort of Tomahawk River paper. This is the dot grid that I have in here, and I've done some sort of basic writing tests in the back with a few pens and things. So, you know, Mont Blanc Beetles Purple and a Visconti Homo Sapiens, and a Robert Osterink there, and a Pelican M805, Lima Crystal Azurite, Noodler's Heart of Darkness in a very wet Twisby Diamond 580, a stub nib there, and then Bay State Blue. And as you can see, the only thing that sort of starts to come through is Bay State Blue. These are designed to be fountain pen friendly, so any ballpoint, rollerball, pencil will work on here. Sharpie will come through a little bit. Highlighter works fine. The Tomahawk River is a really great quality paper, like really great quality. And I think this is the 68 GSM paper from memory. It's certainly not a particularly light paper. So the design of the books is pretty simple. Card cover, logo on the front there, side stitched. I'll actually show you here is the I'll show you the ruled version. So it comes in ruled, plain, and dot. So they come packaged like this, just in simple plastic, and you can buy them from Lochby as well. And then you've got a simple sort of belly band there that gives an indication of the size, so 5.8 by 8.3 inches, which is A5 size. The logo at the top there indicates what ruling you have. And on the inside you've got place for address and phone number or anything like that, and then 72 pages of the Tomoe River paper, which is really, really solid quality paper. And then information on the back, designed in USA, assembled in Taiwan. So this, as I said, this is really great. I like this system. I think the quality of the build of this is fabulous. There are some pros and cons. Let's just quickly go over some of the actual specs of the item as well. So, as I said, this is made of a nice, rigid, sturdy, dry waxed canvas on the exterior, and the interior is, as I said, the sort of honeycombed nylon, and it's pretty much all waterproof, which is really great. The dimensions are, now I'll try and get this all right, 9.25 by 6.75 inches, or 23.5 centimeters by 17 centimeters. So just bigger than A5, obviously, to hold A5 books and items. The depth of this item is like 2.5 centimeters or an inch. When it's, I suppose, the more you put in it, the bigger it's going to be as well. But it's a nice sort of sturdy and quite slim item, really, given, you know, what's actually in it. And so this is it is a good sort of hard cover, and you can use this if you're, you know, without a desk. You'd be able to write without any issue. Like, you're not going to get too much bend on it or anything like that. It's sturdy. It holds everything nicely. It's got this good clip. Like, clips are a little bit hard to get in, but that's okay. And yeah, what I'm going to quickly do now is I'm going to take the notebooks that are in here out and show you just one other layout that I thought is sort of a particularly handy one. So let's do that. So as you can see at this point, you can see how the elastics work, how they go through the these little riveted holes, and you've got 4. So you could either like double, you know, if you want it to be strong, you could put 2 in one, or you can have up to 4 notebooks in here. And then I've got the Lochby notebook there, because I'm going to put that back in. But here I have a Leuchtturm 1917 A5, which, you know, is sort of one of those standard sort of bullet journal-y sort of books. So that can easily go in their back cover through there. And I think the idea is on the front here is that you could put, you know, a notebook in there as well. This raises one of the issues that I have with this system, is the fact that then having things lie flat. This one lies flat quite nicely. This one, on the other hand, like, starts to get sort of a nice sort of crease in it there. And then on this side, you won't be able to see this, of course, but you can feel the you know, the pockets, the seams of the pockets through. So that's just something to be aware of. And the more books you get in here, the harder it is to make them lay flat as well. So let's talk pros and cons of the Lochby Field Journal. Okay, let's start with a couple of basic cons. Firstly, this clip is tricky. You know, it's not just a slip and slide in. You know, you've actually got to get a little bit of height on it there. It is adjustable on the strap there, so you can make it a bit looser if you want to, but it is sturdy when it is in, and it works really nicely. The other con, as I said, is when books are laid in there, you know, sort of it's hard to actually get them to sit flat the more you have in the field journal. The other con, it's not really a con necessarily, is the price. You are getting a good quality item for your price. As I said, the make of this is fabulous. The features of it are fabulous, but it is $39 US plus postage, and, you know, they are looking at, and sort of, you know, more retailers are going to take these on, and they're in online stores. But directly from the Lochby website, it's $39 American, which I think for something that's not leather, even with all the features of this, is pushing the price point just a little bit. Okay, what are the pros of this? Well, the first one is how durable this is. You know, it is sturdy, it is strong. It's that clip being so sturdy means that your items are protected, regardless of what notebooks you're using in the cover. Your notebooks are protected, which is really great, as would be the items sort of you put in here. Now, I wouldn't necessarily put valuable items in here because you can't seal the outside other than the clip, leaving you still a little bit sort of exposed potentially, but that's not necessarily a huge issue. Eventually these elastics will go, they are on the looser side, but that's not a necessarily big problem. One other thing I love about this is the pen loop. Now, this is really sturdy elastic and it's well sewn in. And you know, I've got here a custom 823 from Pilot, and that fits absolutely beautifully in there. And that's not a particularly small pen, but even if you're like a rollerball guy with a Retro 51, you can put that in there. You know, it holds nicely on the clip. Even without the clip, you know, it's not going to stay in there, but it's not going anywhere. So great pen loop, really nice product. So what do I think about this? Well, I think this is a really good item, and it's a really practical item. I love this sort of thing where I can compile, you know, notebooks for different projects. It's like a traveler's journal or traveler's notebook. You can have different inserts for different, you know, whatever your desire is. You can have a planner in there, you could have notes, you could have, you know, calendars and to-do lists and all those sorts of things. Bullet journaling, all can be done in here. Really handy. So I actually think products like this are really great, and I think this is a good one. I think it's, as I said, really well made. It's been thought out. They made big changes between the original Bond Travel Gear field journal and this model, and I think that this version is a lot better, and I really do love this wax canvas material. Like, if you can get your hands on one, the feeling is really great. It's rugged and it's sturdy, and I think that that sturdiness is the biggest selling point of this book. So this was the Lochby field journal, which is basically a really nice notebook cover and, you know, compendium and things like that. I hope you found this video interesting and useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notifications button if you want to stay up to date with the videos that I produce. Please feel free to get in touch using any of the platforms listed below. You can contact me on Instagram or Twitter at @the_offstage_me, or you can contact me in any of my videos here, or drop me an email, which is listed below. If there are products you think I should be looking at, which is how I got in touch with Bond Travel Gear in the first place, let me know. Or if there's a way you'd like to support the channel by sponsoring a review or providing an item for review, get in touch and let's see what we can do. In the meantime, enjoy your pens and your paper and all the associated accessories, and I'll talk to you later.